friends, and good morning. You're back here with me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch, and I suggest that you go ahead, pause the video, grab a cup of tea, and sit down with me as we read. Got your tea? Okay. So, this morning we've been talking about quite a few topics as I've been reading through a couple of books. The first one here is Encyclopedia of Wicca and Witchcraft by Raven G, and the second one is The Witch Book by Raymond Buckland. So, the only one I'm going to read out, the main focus for this episode, this one right here that we're doing, is the Triangle of Manifestation. You may recognize this because I've seen American political leaders doing it on television, and when we read into how to activate it, you can activate it through public speaking. Interesting to know. Now, I have to say that we never talk about political sides on this channel, but I am allowed to say the word politics because it is a thing and I have to talk about it at least in that manner. The fact that we're friends is the exact reason why we don't talk about politics, okay? So, please respect my wishes and keep real politics off of my channel in the manner of different sides and talking about that. But you're more than welcome to talk about it as a topic in general, but not talk about, you know, what sides are on. Okay, thank you for that. So the first thing I want to read, it's the only thing I think we're going to read out of this book, and it's just on the triangle, okay? I thought that'd be a good place to start before we read about the Triangle of Manifestations, and then two other topics that branch out from that, including a witch's pyramid and one other thing. I think it's like thought manifestation. We'll see. So, triangle. And this is Raymond Buckland's words. Equivalent to the number 3, the triangle concerns the trinity. The trinity of ancient Egypt includes Isis, Osiris, and Horus. Okay? Horus is a big one that almost everybody knows, right? The Eye of Horus, the Eye of Ra. Okay. The Hindu Trinity, or the Trimurti, includes Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. The Greek Trinity includes Artemis, Selene, and Hecate. I love Hecate. I've been really wanting to get into Hecate, but I've got loads going on. When my meditations tell me it's time, I'm going to be getting into Hecate, because she is the goddess of witchcraft, isn't she? Isis is the goddess of magic. Hecate is the goddess of witchcraft. Definitely drawn to that. Okay. It is the symbol for the triple goddess, maiden, mother, and crone. In its normal position, with the point at the top, the triangle is a symbol for fire. When inverted and the tip is down and the flat side is on top, it is a symbol for earth. Upright and with the tip cut off, it symbolizes air. Okay, so you would blunt it and then it wouldn't be a triangle anymore, but that symbol would symbolize air. Wiccan traditions that work with the degree system use the inverted triangle as a symbol for the first degree. Apex upward, and it's placed above a pentagram as the sign of the third degree. The Greek letter D, or delta, is a triangle that is described as the letter of the vulva and as the holy door. Sorry, it's funny. Just have a drink of water. Barbara Walker points out that points out that the Jewish tradition of triangular Pamataskin for Purim is an ancient adoption from the ancient Egyptian custom of making triangular cakes for public rituals. Walking under a ladder is considered unlucky because a ladder leaning against a wall forms a triangle. Oh my gosh, did anyone know that's why? I didn't know that's why. Wow, I'm going to have to make a little tiny like witch tip, and I think I'll call my witch tip videos witchy snippets, because I love the word snippets, and I totally stole it from the IT crowd, because he says, you can't go messing with the snippets, when they were trying to keep Jen out of the IT closet. Anyway, as you can see, I roll off on tangents, but I had no idea that the reason it's unlucky to walk under a ladder is because the ladder leaning against the wall forms a triangle. The action breaks that triangle, thus breaking the sacred three and the trinity. My highlighter needs to come out right now. Okay. So that will be really fun, and that'll be my first snippet video. What do you guys think of the snippet idea? I think it's going to be a hit. Also, are you guys liking my lore episodes? Because those are the only thing on my channel that's like not exactly peaceful. Okay. Okay. In numerology, the number 3, the number of the triangle, is ruled by Jupiter and is attuned to the investigator, the scientist, and the seeker. It is also associated with the letters C, L, and U. Okay, so that's what we've got from the Raymond Buckland Witch book. And now we're on to talk more on that true topic, which is why we're here in the first place. And that is the chills. The triangle of manifestation, okay? Tell me if I'm wrong. Have you seen this on television? Have you seen people doing this on television? Okay, triangle of manifestation. Triangle gesture as used in ritual. So again, these politicians are using it. Are they using it because they're also doing witchcraft? I definitely think so, but I don't think it's the nice type that you and I are doing. I think it's high magic and it's super intense. This is just what I feel in my deep, deep heart, and the vibes that I get through both watching them through the television, hearing them, and just the vibration in general. Okay. Triangle of manifestation is a phrase indicating the principle behind magical manifestation. This basic principle is rooted in the number 3. According to metaphysics, in order to manifest something, 3 components must come together, and that's why I use 3 so much in magic, you guys. I'm always saying 3 is a good go-to. These components are time, space, and energy. Accordingly, if one selects a space and a time, then directs energy there and manifestation occurs. That's interesting to know because I like to do just things at random through life, but it's good to know that if you select a place and a time and then direct your energy there, a little more happens magically. Alright. In the ritual and spell casting, this principle can be symbolized through a hand gesture. By bringing the tips of both index fingers together, while at the same time touching the tips of the thumbs together, a triangle appears in the opening. So in the picture, they're not doing this like I was doing, it's this. it's a true triangle. See how sharp those edges are? Okay. A triangle appears in the opening. This symbolic hand gesture can be used as a ritual, in ritual while chanting, charging objects, or speaking blessings. And then it says, see, charging in Witch's Pyramid. So, I'm taking you over to Witch's Pyramid. Let's go. I do love these books, you guys. I call them coffee table books because you kind of like open to any page, and that's what I did this morning. All of this is based on where my guides told me to pick. I don't start from A, I don't start, you know, I just kind of pick, and I ask my guides to help me pick a good topic, and so far we've made loads of content on it. Thank you, guides. Be gracious, you guys. Have gratitude. Okay, what are we looking at? Witch's Pyramid? I already have it marked. Witch's Pyramid. Come on, Jen. Get it together. We talked about Voice of the Wind in the last video. Oh, I marked the page Wolf because we need to talk about that. I found some good stuff. Okay, Witch's Pyramid. Is a concept employing the triangle of manifestation. The Witch's Pyramid consists of 3 mental facilities: the will, the imagination, and visualization. By employing the imagination, directed by the will, and merging with visualized images, the energy of magic begins to condense. This technique employs the ability of the mind to raise power or energy and to form it into a conceptual desire. See thought form and triangle of manifestation. So now let's go to thought form. Thought form is a term for the manifestation of one's thoughts. From an occult perspective, the mind directs energy into the astral light within the astral plane through thought projection. So let me just say that again. Thought form is a term for manifestation of one's thoughts. From an occult perspective, the mind directs energy into the astral light within the astral plane through thought projection. This focused energy impregnates the astral light with the concept or desire directed by the mind. Once firmly rooted in the astral material, the thought form begins to solidify and eventually manifests in the physical dimension. Okay? There's a lot there, and I tried to say it slow in a couple times because I'm still absorbing all of that, and I'll have to just really sit with it. It's hard for me to actually understand a definition when I'm on a video. And then it says, see, astral light, astral plane. We know what the astral plane is, right, guys? It's where our spirits, guides, or our angels, or our the saints, you know, whatever you kind of believe in outside of witchcraft, what your religious beliefs are. It depends on the person. But we're not on the astral plane. The astral plane is where I believe a lot of our chants, our words, our spells are heard. So yeah, actually let's just go to astral plane because I feel like at this point I need to give you a perfect definition of at least from Raven G, okay? Astral plane. Oh, did you see that? I was showing you guys earlier how you can use the wind to make your candle do all kinds of crazy stuff. And this is the baby that formed off of it. Interesting. I might use that to scry with. Could you do wax scrying? That would be fun. Okay, astral plane. It also says read astral light. So first I'm going to read astral plane, and then I'm going to read astral light. And then we know what manifestation is. We read about triangle. Okay. So, astral plane is one of the 7 dimensions of existence in occult philosophy. It exists at a higher vibration than the material world and is therefore invisible to ordinary vision. In the metaphysical structure, the astral realm exists between the elemental realm and the mental realm. The astral plane is the realm wherein mental images take shape as energy patterns, pass into the fabric of this dimension. Okay? So that's astral plane. Now I'm going to read you astral light. And then I want you to go back in the video and try and understand what I read so slowly after you know these definitions, okay? If you need to. So, astral light is a term for an occult energy field comprised of astral material. In occult terms, astral light is a substance that forms images from thoughts. Anything that enters into the astral light stimulates it to form around the catalyst. In doing so, it creates a replica of the object. That's awesome. Or a conceptual image of the incoming thought or concept. These images can be transmitted into the physical dimension where they manifest as material objects or situations. Astral light possesses sentience derived from the primal imprint of divine consciousness within the astral dimension. Okay? So, I think that we've done it. I just really wanted to show you that triangle of, is it called triangle of manifestation? Because I felt it was just in that same, like, all morning we've been talking about the rule of 3 and triangle of manifestation. Not rule of 3, threefold, kind of all things talking about 3, and when I think of 3, the triangle is such a biggie. So, did most of our reading out of this book today. I really appreciate you coming back here with me and having these chats and learning more from these coffee table books. A lot of people call them bathroom books, but I don't think that's a very pretty image. Also, I don't keep mine in the bathroom because I think that obviously paper is going to grab onto all that stuff, and I don't want to keep my books with the toilet. Alright, guys, thanks for spending 20 minutes with me and learning about triangle of manifestation. So here it is. It says to start out with your pointer fingers together and then bring your thumbs together. You're going to look at it and it'll look like this, okay? But from this direction, it looks like this to everyone else, okay? Alright. Come back with me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch. I'll see you soon.